From the great state of Texas, you are now listening to Skip the Noise podcast, a Rounded Edge media production. Thank you so much for joining us. And by us, for this episode, I am referring to only Rick, the Brown Python, and Ben, aka Mexican Nostradamus. I myself was not able to attend the recording, so I'm leaving you in the hands of the other two, which can be quite a leap of faith, but I'm sure everything's going to be just fine. Should be an entertaining episode. Shout out to Mike Tacklebox for the music, by the way. And once again, hope to see you guys next week. Sorry I couldn't be there and partake in this, but I will now, without further ado, turn it over to the Brown Python and Mexican Nostradamus.
So, yeah, that great intro, Ben.
That was fucking awesome. He laid that one out. I just didn't, I don't understand why he started whistling Dixie, but you know, hey, to each their own, bro. Each their own. It's good. It'll be a good intro.
As he mentioned, you know, he's not here today. The boss isn't here.
Yep.
So it's just me and you. Yeah.
So the what is it? The animals have taken over the zoo. So, but today
there's no condom today, man.
No condom, nothing. It's just all raw. So, in order to prevent y'all from just seeing two old men looking like a weird married couple, we're gonna go ahead and just tackle concepts tonight. Because you know what, we're gonna kind of take a look at what some of the major concepts that keep getting bounced wrong in the news right now. I mean, you see what one of them being, you know, we have completely polar beliefs on is, of course, universal health care. So, and healthcare and how it fits in our lives. So I would like to hear what you think.
Well, this came about because of our text thread, you know?
Yes, that did. Yeah.
Man, would it be cool if we can like give people subscriptions to our texts?
No.
I mean,
we would be canceled within 20 to 35 seconds because some of the horrible things that are said. No, seconds. I could just see one of our first texts go out, and then we're kicked off of Twitter. We're kicked off of Instagram.
We can't even our jobs. Or wives
Parler won't even take us in, bro. It's not going to be good. Those text threads one day, whenever we're old enough to where we don't care, we're just going to publish a book.
That'd be fucking cool, man. We should.
Tell me, bro.
We should. The last one to die of the three of us publishes it.
Oh, right. And then
that'd be really cool.
That'd be the greatest thing ever. Except people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, I cannot believe what Rick said." How many dead bodies did he have again?
How many Klan rallies did he attend? Damn.
Oh my god. Why do you keep a burnt cross, Rick? And see, this is what happens when Ben's not here. By now, he's already looked at us like he's going to just cut out every snippet of audio we've ever made. So going forward, so that way at least we can have some substance rather than talk about the wild shit that we've been looking at. Let's take a look at it. So, healthcare, the concept of universal healthcare. What do you think of that, Rick? Like, what's your big?
Well, you had said that healthcare was a right. A human right. And I immediately retorted with, no, it's not. It's not a human right. It is, it's something that you work for. It's something that's afforded to you.
Health?
Here's the thing now. You have a right to be healthy, you know? And you had mentioned in the text thread that, you know, the Constitution calls for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yes.
And probably healthcare falls under the life part.
And pursuit of happiness.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, 100%. What are you talking about? How can you be happy without health? That's why the whole thing goes together.
No. You can be happy without health. Okay. Yeah.
Who's that?
I'm just kidding. All right. But I'm just saying that. And I'm just saying that, okay, you have a right to be healthy. You have a right to live healthy. No one can force you to take a vaccine or something that's going to make you unhealthy, right? So no one can do that to you. But you have a right to live healthy if you want to. Now, healthcare by itself is not something that falls into that category of life or pursuit of happiness, because healthcare is not given to you by the government. It's given to you by private individuals, people who go to, people who go to.
But who started? You know who started healthcare, though, right?
The Greeks.
The government started it. So actually, The crazy thing was a guy approached Nixon about a for-profit scheme to try to help make money off of patients in the booming healthcare industry. And that's where insurance started. It actually had the blessing of the government. The government initially, no one wanted to even do insurance at all, right? So, I mean, in that essence, I can kind of see what you're saying. But insurance is the problem, right? Like, so like healthcare should be universal no matter what. It should always have been free. Insurance is what's driven up the prices of all healthcare. And the back alley deals between insurance companies and PBMs, insurance companies and drug manufacturers, insurance companies and hospitals, clinic systems, all these things, right? They're the reason why healthcare has exploded cost-wise. Because it's a for-profit system that has destroyed something that should never have been profit. You know, that was the other thing we talked about in the text thread was we all take oaths as healthcare individuals to treat, to be diligent. We are health advocates. So it doesn't matter whether we're getting paid or not. We took an oath saying we would still help people.
Yeah, but those oaths are like gentleman handshakes. Okay, they're not enforceable. You know,
Yes,
no one's gonna take it to court and say you took an oath when you graduated that you were gonna, I don't know, do no harm or some shit like that. I don't know.
There is gross negligence, and gross negligence can be covered
course.
by not helping or rendering aid.
No, of course, but it's not based on your oath.
No,
It's
that is
based
based. No, the oath, but still has that part in there. So
No, the oath is more like yes, it's a gentleman's handshake, but it's also like advice. Hey, don't do harm.
no,
You're gonna get sued.
No, not this oath. We take the Hippocratic oath that we are. This has been around for thousands of years. Okay,
Exactly.
This isn't just some bullshit oath that's like, you know, how you order at McDonald's or like, you know, the
It's
McDonald's
advice. Okay,
No, dude, no, it's not. It is fundamental societal law. I mean, most doctors up until until the 19th, you know, probably 1920s, 1930s, most doctors were not rich individuals. The reason why doctors were rich back in the day was because their parents were rich. Actual treating physicians was more like a societal give back. It was like the ultimate, you know, whenever you do something to try to pump your clout, like you were the ultimate savior.
To be a doctor?
Yeah, because you're a rich person.
You know how many like stupid young kid graduates think that right now of themselves?
Oh yeah,
that they're like the saviors of humanity.
Well, right.
It is some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
But they still expect to get paid a lot.
Yeah, they do.
Well, that's what these rich debutantes did that were doctors before, or it was your barber. Basically, doctors, they were just there to kind of be societal thing. It wasn't like you were rich because you're a doctor. You're rich because you were rich before that. Now we've
usually that was the
system.
the rich kids from families who could afford to not make money,
right?
Going to medicine,
exactly. And so now you have people going into medicine to make money.
Yeah.
See, the whole system's been perverted. So that's why I'm saying, like, I think universal healthcare, we really should be charging for healthcare anyways. The concept that we even have to do that has really screwed things up.
Yeah, but you know what though? You gotta wonder why it came to that.
What?
It came before the health insurance. It was because medicine was falling behind in the United States. You were having a shortage of doctors. You were having a shortage of care. You were just healthcare was on its way out. And so by privatizing it, you incentivize people to go into medicine. You incentivized innovation. You incentivized drug research, things that wouldn't have been possible with a government-run system. I mean, look at India right now. They can't handle their COVID cases. They have terrible healthcare, but it's all government-run. Well, there's no need for innovation over there.
Well, hold on. Okay. I have to beg a different. Last time I checked, England
New Delhi has the best healthcare system.
I'm just saying, no. But that's not fair. We're comparing a third world country to a first world country. It doesn't matter how good they're. So you want to do apples for apples. You look at us in England, right? People always like to try to throw the Sweden thing because they're more liberal. But if you look at England, the National Health Service, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very white. But the National Health Service in England functions just as well. The doctors all drive Audis there and live in pretty nice houses, even with this whole system. They have developed drugs. They're always right behind us, if not at the same forefront of us when it comes to product and drug development, because there's a lot of these companies that come from England and Ireland that are doing a lot of the biotech. So that to me doesn't make sense, right? With your theory, they would have no innovation. They would be completely behind us, not just slightly behind us in innovating in drug production. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but okay, you can't compare England either to the United States.
Yes, you can.
No, you cannot.
First world countries that are
population wise, United States is much, much larger than Great Britain.
Not per capita, right? Not for the landmass that is England versus the continent that's the United States, right? I mean,
no, population wise, they don't have 300 million people over there.
No, but they have almost 100.
Yeah,
and in a small island, and they're dealing with massive bouts of immigration. I mean, more than we see. I don't care what anybody says. There's a lot of people flooding into England and into Europe at alarming rates. And it just completely whole different system over there. They're letting people in. They're handling it. They're treating them for free, and everybody is cool. That's what I'm saying. So
yeah,
I mean, nationalized healthcare, universal healthcare is really the only way you should handle health at all. Because going back to this, whether it's a right or not, it's part of the pursuit of happiness. It's part of being a human being. And we as healthcare individuals are sworn to do it already.
Yeah, but the whole life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, that's more for your own time.
Oh my God. No,
you're not going to force someone. You're not going to pursue life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness at the cost of someone else's expense. It's all on yours. Okay.
They had slavery. Okay. The people who wrote that document had slaves. So
it didn't apply to a certain population back then. Okay.
No, but still, no. Dude, what you're saying?
Don't get me started on that.
No.
I will not fall into that trap. I will keep talking about the Constitution.
All I'm saying is, in the end, what you're saying doesn't make sense either. If imagine just let's just say, if we can maintain 85 to 90% of the innovation ability that we have, if we went to universal healthcare, right? We would maybe be behind 5-6%. But in the end, we would have a society that doesn't have to worry about paralyzing health bills. And they don't have to worry about going to work, not being able to find doctors that will treat them. I mean, that's a big deal.
Here's the scary part, though. Okay, let's just say government pays for healthcare. Okay, and here's the argument. Government pays for healthcare. It's costing them a lot of money. Now they're like, damn, dude, why don't we just outlaw red meat, burgers, pizza, grease, restaurants? Because that would lower the burden on healthcare costs. You see, you have pretty irresponsible people out there who will take advantage of this system, eat like pigs, drive like maniacs, or fuck it, whatever. They're gonna be hurting themselves, and they don't care. Why? Because they can just walk into a hospital. And what's to stop the government from stopping, everyone from eating a certain food because it's just better for the nation. It's for the greater good. Maybe cars can't go past 40 miles an hour. Why? For the greater good. It lowers healthcare costs. So you have to make people responsible to a certain extent.
Okay, and, right.
But in the current system, forces us to be responsible. It forces us to go to the gym, forces us to work out. And then you have these assholes who get to be, 600 pounds to 1,000 pounds, and they have to go get, surgery.
They may have disabilities, or they may have actual problems, Rick. They're not just assholes. Maybe.
No, dude. But you know what? It's people who there are some people who are irresponsible out there who will take advantage of the system, and it'll force everybody to change. Okay. One bad apple spoils the rest. And so you got some of these bad apples who will take advantage of the system. And because of that, you're going to have the government outlawing a lot of things because it just hurts.
Well, not necessarily. Okay. Come on. I think that's too blank of a statement. I mean, yes,
so.
are you gonna have some bad people, but you can't.
Yeah.
Okay, but so you're gonna rule. Okay, so you're gonna rule to what a small percentage of people do.
Yes.
You really want them to dictate the rules that you think a small percentage of people should be able to dictate the rules of a whole system. Just because of this
that's what happens.
Small
that's what's happening right now.
To what? Right. And don't you fight about that every day? Don't you?
I sure do.
That?
Absolutely.
Well, then why can that not be applied in the concept of healthcare?
Because I don't want the people to make decisions about what I. Okay, I don't want.
Don't they already?
No. Wait. I don't want the people who are in charge of the Department of Agriculture to be in charge of my healthcare. Okay, I want those separate. And you're probably asking, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about like the government banning certain foods or government banning what I can and cannot buy at a grocery store because it's going to quote unquote hurt me.
Bob, no, they already do that though.
Insurance companies don't dictate that. No, insurance companies have nothing to do with that.
100% they do, because
if they don't
cover certain treatments, what happens?
What about it?
You're denied. They just won't pay for it, even though you pay them. And if you find a medically relevant treatment, but they don't want to pre-approve it or do it, they're making life decisions all the time too.
I mean, I agree. There should be some reforms. I mean,
that's what I'm saying, though. What you're saying is
be free and universal.
We don't have any choice in healthcare. We never had, right? You never have choice in healthcare. If a insurance company they're going to find a way to completely deny most coverage and claims, unless it's through their preferred system and their supposed billing. Somehow you end up paying for it all cash because they, really charge you past their own discounts. Insurance is completely corrupt. So that doesn't sound like a good argument either to me. Like,
yeah, but if you're going to have the government pay for your health care, and then that's going to get in the way of your life, liberty, pursuit of happiness argument. Because what if your pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness ends up hurting you and ends up costing the government money? They're going to stop it. So you need to separate those. You need to separate lawmaking and the responsibility for your health.
Did you buy a gallon of milk today?
A couple of weeks ago, probably. Yeah,
right.
Always.
Right.
I got 2 kids, and
how much do you pay? How much do you pay? How much do you usually pay?
About $5.39, because I buy the Horizon brand milk thing. Right. Horizon, if you're listening.
Right.
We buy.
But that actual gallon of milk should probably be closer to $11 or $12 per gallon. It's subsidized. It is.
It's not subsidized.
All milk is subsidized. All dairy products are subsidized. All these things are subsidized.
Oh.
Because the government wants to control and regulate prices so that a bunch of farmers don't go poor. So it could be higher or lower. Either way, you have no control of it. But the government is incentivizing you by keeping it at a lower price, so they want you to drink milk. The government's still doing that in ways it wants to. They incentivize certain businesses. They incentivize these typical behaviors. They do all these things. You're already kind of being controlled. Now, when it comes to healthcare, if it's universal healthcare, there's these norms that are established by a larger group of individuals, not a bunch of rich guys sitting around a table figuring out how to make profit off of your healthcare. So if you have a wide swath of individuals discussing what's needed, typically everything becomes included. Just like NHS. If you need proton therapy, IHS, guess what you get? Proton therapy. And this, Maybe. And they will. I've seen their machines. They got them. I've actually literally seen their machines. They have them all over the country. All over the country.
You may have to wait 2 years for that proton therapy, but you'll get it.
That's not how it goes either.
You'll get it.
That's not how it goes either.
It would go here in America because there's 3 million people, maybe 400 million people now, who are all going to get the same healthcare. They're all going to go with the same proton therapy pumps and whatever.
No, they're not.
Mean, look, dude.
No, they're not, because they're going to get denied by their insurance company, because their insurance company is going to tell them, nah. Use the old school chemo drugs. They're still pretty effective. So now you've had diarrhea for 4 straight weeks. You're losing electrolytes, and then you still die. But supposedly, no, dude. I'm telling you, the insurance companies don't cover shit. If it comes down to it, they will deny anything they possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, if you get like, Fred Lloyd health insurance, I mean, yeah, it's going to happen.
But in the end, when the insurance company eventually bails out, are they spike up the cost of things in order to try to cover up that they actually didn't pay anything and you're paying it all out yourself? Right?
Yeah.
What happens to the people that can't pay it off? Who ends up paying for it?
You know what? County hospitals actually do.
Who, right.
We do have systems in place for that.
Right. Who actually pays for it though? In the end, we do.
Yeah, the taxpayer.
I mean, so it's still the same thing. We're still paying for everyone's healthcare already.
But it's not the same. I mean, look, taxpayers will end up paying for it. They will. But it's not coming out of Washington. These are going to be county or parishes that have funds for hospital systems that we pay through our property taxes. I mean, like look at Harris County, Harris Health. My property taxes pay for that.
But we're already paying for everyone's health care.
I know, but I prefer to stay in the local level like that, not the national level.
Okay, so how about if any city you went to, you got health care for free?
I'm sure you can. Any major city, yeah.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Yes, you
they
can.
will ask you for insurance, and then they'll hit you up with $50,000-$60,000 bills after you leave the hospital. That's
all right.
not,
check this
that's
out.
not it.
This is what happened. One time we had a relative over from a foreign country, and she was elderly, and she got sick here. Okay, and she ended up going to the hospital. Of course, she didn't have insurance. What the hell is she gonna have, right? But you know what? Harris Health took care of her. Harris Health said, you know what? Here's the gold card. It's all covered. Get well, go home, get better, and go back to your country. And it happened. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that kind of medicine because it's local. It's
but we
it's
still
not
have to
national.
pay for it though.
Yeah, our property taxes paid for it.
Okay, so that's what I'm telling you, right?
I don't want nationalized
whatever
healthcare.
way it's funded. If you need to decide on a local level what's covered and not, that's what I'm trying to say. That's
Sylvester Turner and Lina Hidalgo cannot dictate what I eat. All I have to do is
they're not going to dictate what you eat, man. Come on.
They are. Look, dude.
No, look, dude.
Have you looked at the Green New Deal? Have you looked at the Green New Deal lately? They're going to cut back on meat. Okay, it can happen.
Now you want to talk about the Green Deal? We've gone through every facet of universal healthcare. It's good. I see it in you. You know what you are? You're Anakin. You're Anakin right after you slaughtered all those little kids in the Jedi dojo.
Yeah.
And you're right on the brink of evil, but what you're doing is wrong. That's you right now with this shit because you're like, I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool.
No.
I prefer had a relative get treated for free.
That's
what I'm saying because
I just don't approve. I don't want nationalized healthcare.
But that's healthcare is compassion and love.
Oh, compassion! I love my ass.
That's what we're here to do.
Corrupt politicians or corrupt insurance people, in Chicago.
Right.
I mean,
so just cut them all out and make it all free.
You're
sick, you're treated.
Someone's got to. These doctors and nurses got to eat, man. You can't make it free.
You know how many grants these fools are getting? You know how much of their salary is already paid by us? Why? Whatever.
Yeah.
Then there we go. Anyway, they're already being taken care of.
Here's my question. I don't know if you can answer this. But okay, you got drug companies, man, and they make these drugs that cost $15,000, $23,000 a month.
Oh,
okay.
You think that? Oh, dude, that's nothing. I've seen.
I mean, this is the common stuff. This is the the most common ailments, psoriasis, lupus, that kind of thing. And they cost $23,000 to $30,000 a month about. And I've seen more. I've seen 50, I've seen 100.
Oh,
but those are rare. Those are your extreme cancer meds. People can't pay for this out of pocket, okay? So how do insurance companies end up paying for this crap?
Oh, for the drugs?
Yeah, for these highly expensive drugs.
They never really do, though. They never really do.
Okay.
So remember, they negotiate a number that's different than purchase rate from the drug procurers. So whatever depends. That's why their hospitals have their certain contracts and stuff like that because they get refunds. Or they're not. It's not term refunds, but it's like I don't know if it's rebates, something like that, from the drug manufacturers.
Yeah.
So that's why it looks like it's a lot, but it's really not as much as you would think.
So they quote unquote buy it for $25K. They have a special coupon rebate of $24K.
Yes.
And it only costs them $1,000.
Well, yeah, because on other points, they'll actually pay it out for certain ailments or certain situations. But in the events that they don't, they actually have negotiated returns, rebates, because they're going to say, hey, look, man, I got 150 million customers. If they have, stage 2 breast cancer, they're going to use Keytruda, or they're going to use this drug, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. And so they'll negotiate because it means that they have drugs. They're going to use that manufacturer's drug for that situation.
All right. So basically it's the numbers. It's
So if you do enough averages over enough time, enough rebates and stuff like that given out, enough write-offs for the hospitals or for you end up seeing in the end, the real cost of the medication went to the hospital. And then they're going to fight it out with the billing with the insurance.
Yeah. And
then eventually the patient will default, and then the hospital is going to get the money from where?
The government.
Yeah. So in the end, we end up paying for all this.
That's fine. I'm okay with that part.
No, that's what's driving our healthcare costs higher and higher, supposedly.
I don't know, man. I don't know if that's driving it higher. I mean,
no, that's what insurance companies say. They say, "Oh, but you just said it yourself. There's those bad people that are fat and they don't care, and then they get messed up." No,
that is true. That is true.
It's some people who cannot.
I didn't say bad people. I said they were assholes.
No, you said assholes, and they're bad people, and they all should end up like that guy from Seven. I heard that you say that.
Oh yeah,
you're just gonna write gluttony around them.
How'd you know, man? That's crazy.
You're like, man, you know me so well. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if you think about it, right? I guess in the end, just to wrap this one up, so we don't go on universal healthcare and people start like poking, like
tuning out, and I think I just have some dials right now. Click.
Exactly. Start like shoving toothpicks in their eyes. I think my basic element about the whole conversation is that people shouldn't be burdened with the cost of healthcare. And that healthcare should just be given. We used to already kind of made situations where it is given, Harris County, things like that.
Yeah.
But people should always feel, to me, the comfort to have healthcare. And I just think right now we still don't. So you got a lot of people that aren't taking care of themselves, don't even have the opportunity because they're not educated enough, and they don't have the ample resources to get proper healthcare. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I think in the end, we should just offer it for free, but that's how I'm going to feel about it.
Hey, well, did you know that your favorite state in the union, Alabama?
Oh, goodness.
They just, I think they're proposing legislation or went through the first phase of the House or whatever, to wipe out criminal records for nonviolent minor offenses.
Totally shocked, but you know what? Dude, meth is a hell of a drug. Meth's a hell of a drug, and meth has rocked the shit out of that state. Everyone's got a meth charge there now. So, you know what I'm saying? Enough people have meth charges. Guess what? They got to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Probably half the congressmen in Alabama have a meth charge.
I mean, think about it. It would be good for, you're right. Let's just say Google wants to go to Alabama. They can't hire anybody because everyone has a meth charge.
Every single person. That's why, that's that. Remember how that, dude, don't you realize the tandem here, the coincidence, wasn't the Amazon warehouse in Alabama?
Yeah.
Voted no against the union. Now all of a sudden, there's this scramble to get rid of all these convictions. I'm telling you, man, something happened there. But anyway,
do you think Amazon might have said, "Hey guys, I'm hiring people with meth records here, and you're giving me some shit."
They're like, "Oh shit," and then Alabama's like, "Look, we'll clear the meth records." Okay, cool. So that's what I'm saying, dude. That's exactly what's happening. But no, I think that's awesome. At some point, we have to forgive people, right?
I mean, that's what this country's about, man. Second chances, right?
Well, yeah. Well, especially for individuals that committed nonviolent crimes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you don't have some, pipe wielding asshole, beating up old ladies in the middle of the street, if they're non-violent crimes, why are they even in jail anyways, right? But that being a different topic, all I'm saying is I really like this. I think that this is something that should happen. I think if you go to prison, right, you do everything right for 5 years,
it should be expunged.
You're moving on. Move on.
Yeah.
Good luck with the rest of your. We let people off of bankruptcies after 7 years.
Yeah.
I don't know how Donald Trump. He's still in bankruptcy, but
show number 45.
yeah. No. This is our. Remember, 45 will be whenever we get B back. This is the special.
Oh, okay.
Because we still have to do our like song and dance number for Trump. No, but in the end, I think we really do. We got to start forgiving people because, we have so many draconian laws. You can go to jail for anything now. People get thrown in jail for everything now. Parking tickets, marijuana, whatever you want to say. People,
what they don't get thrown in jail for? Rioting. No one gets thrown in jail for rioting anymore.
Well, anyway. They won't. If you hit them with the car, you won't go to jail either. Apparently.
Apparently, you kill a Capitol Police officer, you don't go to jail either.
It doesn't matter. You just don't go to jail. Oh my God! What a nightmare! What a nightmare! But you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, no one goes to jail anymore for that kind of thing, at least. But
so if you
don't pay child support, you go to jail.
Right?
If you
think about anything. So
if you covet thy neighbor's wife in certain states, you might go to jail.
Right, in certain states you can marry your sister, but you can't covet thy neighbor's wife. So if your neighbor marries your sister, you can't covet her anymore.
Hell no.
Hell, the kid better not take her. I'm gonna be looking at you through that window all night. But in the end, that's one thing. I think at some point we have to forgive people. You forgive, like I said, bankruptcies. There's other shit. You just have to forgive people.
No, so I think you're right.
That's a good step.
I think you're right. I think with every law or every ordinance that passes, where you have. How you read those laws and they say like for whatever crime you say you face a fine and this many years in jail, there should be a sunset provision right next to that to be expunged after X number of years.
100%.
That's a perfectly 100%. Written law right there.
And as long as you keep your nose clean,
you
don't break any other laws, and you're returned as a productive citizen, then fuck yeah. But we don't do that, right? We don't let anyone go for these past things that have happened. You know what I'm saying? They just grind these poor guys, and then everyone quotes, well, there's such recidivism, where people come back, and it's like, well, no shit. What job can they get? What can they possibly do?
That's why we have the internet now.
Exactly.
You put someone's name in there, and it's going to be, they're going to see everything they've been in the past.
Right. And it's to me, I think it's just too harsh. It's too much. So I definitely think that I think Alabama is heading in the right way. I'm glad that you like it too, because I really hope that people, like as a consensus, right? If there's something people can get behind, it's forgiving people, right? And like letting people get a second chance. I mean, I don't see how anyone can be against that. Now, there's certain individuals that could be excluded, fucking child molesters and rapists, murderers, violent individuals. No. You're going to stay in the can. We don't want you around. Right? We'll even let the privatized jails deal with y'all.
Oh, hell no, man.
But for people like normal human beings, well, think about it. Okay, there's a big difference between a guy who steals, I don't know, he steals a car versus a guy who hijacks somebody in a car, right?
Yeah.
If you steal a car, okay, you stole the car. But if you roll up to somebody with a gun, they're in the car and you steal it, that's a different type of individual. And I know that sounds like you're like, oh, that's not that. No, it is a big. Because
there's an actual victim.
Right. And also, you may be trying to take an opportunity, but you're not trying to ever hurt anybody. Like, yeah, you're lazy, you're a bum, you don't want to work, or you're rebelling against, mommy not buying you a transformer.
In my days.
Yeah, exactly. But you're not like a bad person. But there's some assholes who just shoot. Now those individuals need to be locked up. But the individuals who just, got lost along the way, bad role models, impatient, impulsive, they can kind of restart their life. But but do these people even have to go to prison? I think at some point we just have to really look at that. Like, how much is prison helping anybody?
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's definitely holding the bad guys in. You don't want those guys out.
Some of them. Oh yeah. No. I that's one thing. Yeah, fuck that. If you're a rape, like I said, if you're in that category we mentioned before, yeah, fuck you. Put the jail over you. I don't care. But the private prison.
That's one thing about this country. Everyone who's ever come here as an immigrant wants a second chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So even people who live here, you get into a business, it fails, you get a second chance.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what it's about.
Exactly.
Like a Donald Trump.
Yeah. 9 or 30 times. Just tons of them.
See? And he became president of the United States, and he will probably be president back in 2024. Anyway, that's
no, he's not running. He's you couldn't help yourself. He's not running.
I hope he does. Maybe it could be Ron DeSantis.
He's not gonna be, dude. He's gonna need a diaper in 2024, dude.
Look at your boy right now, bro.
Oh, he needs 2 diapers. He doesn't even know where he's at.
He still wears his mask in front of a computer.
Oh, bro. You know what? We had a discussion about this, okay? Maybe somebody around him they found out, or maybe he had the Rona. We don't know.
He took the vaccine, which
doesn't matter. A bunch of you see there's a bunch of we'll go into the vaccine a little bit also, but there's a bunch of positives that are ringing after people got both shots.
Yeah, but so what is it? False positives or
no? People are getting COVID after both vaccines.
Well, that didn't help. So now you have COVID, and you're probably gonna get cancer in 10 years.
Oh, here we go.
Damn, man.
No. All I'm saying is
you can't catch a break anymore.
No, you cannot. Trust me. Shit. But yeah. So I don't know, man. I mean, what do you think? Really? Come on.
What about the COVID thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I think people are going too far. I really do. I agree. I agree. Here's the deal. Okay, let's put it in context here. Okay, let's take away some of this bullshit that's on the news and whatnot. Let's skip the noise, right?
Yeah, skip that noise, you motherfucker.
COVID vaccine was approved under emergency use by the FDA. Okay, I get that part. And once you vaccinate everybody who's most at risk, it's no longer an emergency, is it? Because you're going to bring down the hospitalizations.
Right.
So why the fuck then are they pushing this on the young, the healthy, the really young? I think they're testing it on kids now, and it's still out there. They're still inoculating,
bro.
They're still pushing this vaccine thing. Why? It's not an emergency anymore. You vaccinated all the elderly, hopefully vaccinated all the sick and infirmed. Okay.
Not the poor.
Say no, but
the poor people haven't been inoculated.
Well, if you're poor, that's one thing. But if you're young and healthy and poor, you don't need the vaccine.
Nonetheless,
if you're rich, sick, old, and infirmed, you do need the vaccine.
But okay. So I agree. There's a lot of things wrong with how this country dealt with COVID. But I think I want to kind of tee this one up for you. I want to see what you think of this. My idea, and I think we've even batted around a little bit, is that Eisenhower warned of the military industrial complex, right? I think we now have a medical industrial complex that we must be very careful about.
Yeah.
These are the individuals that are telling you what to do all the time. These are the while we talk about, just kind of a defunct or a long way from our insurance and cost discussion, the medical industrial complex has basically drove health costs through the wall, and they've really flexed their muscle with this COVID situation. We all know, and I'm not trying to ever discount a lot of people that lost people during COVID. I mean, this was a horrible time, and this was more powerful than the common flu. But also at the same time, this thing is about 1,000 times more virulent than the common flu. So this was a different situation. So I think what's going on with all these doses is this is the muscle of the medical industrial complex, and they're covering up for the massive mistakes they made when COVID first hit. Ventilators. Wow. How many we literally signed laws to make more of them. How many of those things did those things kill? Wild ass drugs. I know everyone, there's a lot of this right-wing component that keeps saying stupid shit about what is it called?
Hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah, it doesn't work, assholes. It doesn't work. It's completely bullshit. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah. Look at the the studies are coming out everywhere. It did not work at all.
But you still have dexamethasone.
Right. No. But I'm not trying to attack that. I think that it was plugged by the medical industrial complex. All these drugs costs were shot up, but they all sucked. And then they just egged us on just long enough to make everyone take a COVID vaccine. 2 of them. And if you're on Pfizer, they're saying 3 of them now.
Oh, fuck that, man.
Right. How many people in the United States? 300 and something million? We just did the census. The census just came back the other day. 330 something million, something like that, are in the United States. Times 3. That's 1 billion doses. I mean, how much money is being made by the medical industrial complex that is propagated this by paying off media, individuals in the government? Dude, this was orchestrated, handled, and developed, coddled, and served right to your arm by the medical industrial complex. Straight up. This was the most defunct. They're trying to cover up for horrible treatments in the initial phases of this. That's my opinion. That's my tinfoil hat. I just think we made it more than what it was because everyone screwed up so badly that if it wasn't a tragedy, they would see the criminality and how bad things were initially handled. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think there's a lot, but I definitely, we need to fear the medical industrial complex.
Yeah. I fear them. I don't know. I don't trust the vaccine yet. And I'm not that it's not an anti-vaxxer for COVID. I will eventually get the vaccine, but I do want a little bit of time to go by before I put it in my body. Okay. You got to understand that up to now, nobody on this goddamn earth has had the vaccine in their body more than 12 months. Nobody knows what's going to happen to them a year from now.
Right.
Okay. So the first people who got this vaccine were a year ago. Okay. And we don't know what's happening. We don't know what's going to happen to them.
I heard they can fly
5,
now.
10, or 100 years from now. Who knows? They're going to be a dead in 100 years.
I'm pretty sure in 100 years they'll be gone.
Hey, who knows about the progeny, man? I mean, they might come up with lizard eyes or something.
No, dude, 121. Not very many human beings make it to 121. But I feel you. But
we should in the future. I
don't even think that the safety profile is the problem. I think it's just the fact that they're making so much money off of us is the problem.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of money though. A ton of
money.
Dude,
oh, come on.
Everybody's making money. You know what though? You want to think about these vaccines that are being made and distributed. Think about the guys who make the little vials, the little glass vials that are disposable. They're not recyclable. They throw them away to dump landfills all over the country. Those guys making killing making those vials and those caps.
People make the labels. the
labels, dude.
Exactly. They're billionaires now. Simple pieces of paper. They say it. Exactly. They're billionaires now. That's the crazy part. It's madness. But this is the industry that's controlling us. And it's all been propagated by things, we were talking about earlier. But that's what we're dealing with. These people are going to tell you, these people have invaded your job, right? I mean, we were talking about the healthcare thing earlier, but that's scarier. All these industries have invaded your job. You have a health tracker now. For most insurances, you have to wear what's it called? Smartwatch that can count your steps, see how many times you've worked out, and it will lower or increase your premiums. That's what I have to do. You have to hit a certain level of points. Oh, I dude, every year I have to hit this platinum level of points. If I don't, my insurance premiums go up.
Do you understand what they're treating you like? They're treating you like cattle.
Yes.
They're cattle.
Exactly. But
You are cattle to these people, man.
I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're saying, oh, I don't want the government. But instead, a private industry is doing it. And is that better? That's what they're doing to us, dude. They're doing that. They're doing it in their worst. They're going to get in your own shit. You know what? It's just like, the car insurance.
Yeah. What about
They
it?
tell you to plug that thing into your OBD.
Oh, fuck no.
Safe drive. Fuck you. That's what I'm telling you. That's what they're doing to us. Same thing. Same exact situation.
They're going to make me wear a smartwatch and meet some sort of parameter.
Oh, no, dude. Once you have a corporate job, they'll be like, oh, hey, we're going to need you to do this, this, and this.
So is it, I can make my employees do that?
Yeah.
Wear a smartwatch and I can track them and stuff?
Well, you can get discounts. Supposedly, you're getting just healthcare discount. I mean, they're probably checking how many times you jerk off. Hell, I have a company that has like download our app. You want me wait? You want me to download your app into my personal cell phone? How many permissions? What are you going to be looking at? Are you going to be looking at what I'm looking at on my phone if I'm not on your Wi-Fi network? Like, hold on a second.
Oh man!
But this is part of the health app.
The guy who's assigned to your account.
He's like, oh my god. He's like throwing up like every other minute.
Shit. Can't sleep for 10 years.
His eyes are bleeding after like a minute. He becomes that thing from The Ring. He just like he crawls out of a well.
What's wrong? It's like, oh man, I got this guy named Benny.
I saw it. I saw something horrible. It was all horrible. And then he said I had 24 hours before I died. Dude, I'm telling you. So
wow.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I don't know what to tell you, man. It's a scary world out there. Fuck that. I'll let my employees wear that stuff. I'm not going to wear it. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and do my own thing.
You don't have a choice. That's what I'm telling you. That's this whole thing. Healthcare has become that now. You're saying, well, I don't want the government to tell me. Well, I don't want a bunch of fucking profit making pricks to do it either. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, exactly. I don't want to wear anything for anybody. Okay.
You're going to have to.
I mean, I fight with my wife about the wedding band all the time. You know, that's just, I don't even want to wear that sometimes. Why? Because it interferes with my fingers and it doesn't feel right.
You got to get one of the beveled.
The whole concept of the whole thing is just weird.
I got mine. I'm happy. Mine's beveled. It's pretty dope. Yeah, it is. It makes it so like it doesn't catch on things and it's way smoother.
Oh, good. Oh.
Yeah, you know, like if you have just a solid cut.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it'll get caught, it'll get rough. This is kind of slowly slopes up. So it's kind of dope.
Mine, I can never get the right size for mine. It's just, it keeps slipping off and in the most inconvenient times.
Boy. We know where that's going.
I'm kidding. No way.
I need help finding it. No. I get you. So where else were we going to go? I think we ran through that one too.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay. Let's go back to this COVID thing. Do you think that it should be mandated for you to attend universities or get a job?
That's hard.
You know, a lot of hospitals here in the Texas Medical Center are requiring their employees to get the COVID vaccine. Okay. That is the first time I've heard an employer force an employee to get a vaccine.
I've heard more. I've heard more places.
Yeah. It starts off there. Okay. And now they're thinking about doing it for travel and even travel within the US. That's more of the extreme talking points. But here's the thing though. How are you going to force someone to take an experimental drug if they don't need to?
Well, so
it's experimental because it hasn't,
I won't argue with you from the point of morality or what should be done, right? I'm just going to argue from what is just the black and white of the issue. And, you have to take a lot of vaccines at hospitals. I mean, you have to take a Tdap, right? You have to make sure that's maintained, and you have to do a bunch of shit. So,
correct.
Unfortunately, if you're a healthcare worker, you kind of waive those rights. it's going to have to be what is ever in the best interest of public health.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Tdaps and all these other vaccines, they've been around for years, decades. It's proven, and they went through a process to be approved by the FDA. I mean,
tell that to the people who got the first ones. I mean, they were still freaking out too. You know, I mean, like,
yeah, and they were voluntary, and I'm pretty sure, you know, they weren't mandated to do so, and they knew what they were getting themselves into.
We don't know, and that's why I'm telling you, if you're in healthcare, you don't really have that choice. You just have to do it.
What if you're not in healthcare? What if you're in, you know, that's at Amazon? I mean,
a different game. Hey, I don't know if you want to force.
What if you want to go to the University of, you know, any kind of university in California, which all the public universities are not mandating it?
Well, no one's going to go to school in California anymore. Everyone's leaving. You know, it's already done.
They're moving to Texas.
No, they have exactly, and all. Yeah, you think they have a lot of schools there? They just have a bunch of shanty towns. Have you seen like how many homeless encampments?
Yeah,
it's not a real state anymore, bro. So yeah, no, use something else. Give me another one. Give me something else.
Oregon. There you go. It's on its way down to
No, they're
Oregon.
not. They're losing. They're losing people too, dude. Nope. I'm sorry, bro.
They're losing people.
Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see that map, right?
What
the congressional map about who's gaining seats and all that.
Oh yeah. Texas gained 2 seats.
That's a lot of people.
That's it. California lost 1.
New York lost 1. And guess how much? You know how many people New York lost 1 by?
How much?
89 people.
Hey, are they going to do it with the AOC's congressional district?
I hope so. Oh, they're not. No. Hers is a large district. I think
they can split it up.
New York's talking about hitting them back, saying that 89 people is not within the scope of error. So they're not going to, I don't think New York's going to lose their seat. I think they're going to keep it. But California,
fuck it, right?
Well, California is definitely losing 2. And then Texas gained 2. No, California loses 1. Texas gains 2. Basically, every state in the South almost gained 1. And every state in the Northeast lost 1.
You know why? Because they're red Republicans and they know how to run states. That's why. They do. I mean, look at this. They do. Look at California, a failed state.
No, it's because
a failed state.
No, the Midwest is becoming a failed state. Everyone's just leaving, and also the Northeast. People are leaving there. The manufacturing and processing there has just gone to shit. All the new jobs are in the South. I mean, there's just more. There's more room for companies to operate.
You know why? Low taxes. No corporate, no personal income tax or state income tax. Low corporate taxes, very business friendly environments, low oversight. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, of course, yeah, but the right. We have. There's attractive things about working in the South. You don't have to worry about unions. You don't have to worry about workers' rights.
That's right.
Actually, you don't have to worry about anything. You just, as long as you pay them kind of on time, it's okay down here. But so, I mean, a lot of people are moving here. You're seeing this whole shift, but the problem is, and people aren't realizing it, and while I see like there's a lot of Republicans like, yeah, we're going to get more seats. That's not exactly what you want either, though, right? Because as this country, especially the state of Texas, gets a little more and more purple, that many seats could fuck you up too, right? It could really split up the state. I mean,
scary matter,
huh? Well, but there's only so much you can do that before the whole state is that. That's what California is doing, though. They're taking rich areas that are predominantly white, and they were solid red. They're making them purple because now they're moving into those areas. They have just as much money, if not more. So they're actually attacking strongholds of a lot of rich people. So I am kind of slightly like, whoa, that I wonder how that's really going to affect the dynamic, because gerrymandering is totally based on race. That's it.
Is it race or
it's all race?
Voting patterns. I don't think so.
It's all race.
I think it's voting patterns.
All race in the state of Texas and everywhere else.
I don't think so.
It's all race.
It's voting patterns.
Show me where all the Mexicans and blacks are. All right, we're gonna cut their section into 74 different districts around 5 major ones that go around it.
So I wonder if Harris County is going to be split with, Katy and Woodlands and Pearland. And
Oh,
League
I think at some point something's going to happen.
so?
Dude. Well, I think there's going to be another county at some point. You have to do something, dude. Harris County's getting massive. I mean, it is massive now. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe Houston County or something.
Something at some point, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't see. I don't think that this is as good of a thing for Republicans as they're saying. I think these states are being attacked at their strongholds. I think you're going to see the more affluent in Texas actually have to commingle with the more affluent from the rest of the parts of the country.
You know what? So, I live in a neighborhood here, right? And so I had family from California move in a couple houses down. You see the California plates or Audi TTs and their Teslas right there.
Audi TTs.
Yeah, dude. They're convertible Audi TTs. Like they're going to be driving down the Pacific Coast in Galveston or something.
They will, Rick. They will.
Anyway. So, I'm just like, oh man, they're moving to my neighborhood now. What the hell, And he's a cool dude. I've talked to him a few times, but I'm like, maybe they're voting Republican, or maybe maybe they're one of those red people that moved from California to Texas. No, dude, this dude puts up like a big ass sign on the front door that says George Floyd.
Exactly,
George Floyd, and dude's whiter than bread. Okay,
guess what? That's what I'm talking about. That's the co-influence in these heavily Republican districts.
And I'm like, oh man, come on. I mean, you have your, I'm pretty sure everyone has their opinion on this subject matter, but why put on your front door so you can agitate everybody else who doesn't agree with you?
Hey.
What?
He was excited and he wanted to show his support. You know how many Trump flags you see out here? He probably was fucking sick of seeing Trump flags. He probably is a Republican that just wants to just do something different.
I wanted to put my Trump pen sign.
You probably did.
Outside my window, and HOA would not have it.
Thank God.
But this guy wants to put a big ass that says George Floyd.
Yeah, that is totally
for whatever. Like that's not even his name, dude.
Totally fine. Totally.
Okay.
Fine.
The occupant of that house name is not George Floyd, so that sign is not for Amazon.
How about if he says his cousin's name's George Floyd? He just has the sign out ready for him. You know what I'm saying? You could be doing all this. You could be doing all this shit talking, and he just really wanted to welcome his cousin back from Afghanistan that just did like 4 tours. He's like, "Come back home, George Floyd," and you're like fucking shitting all over him, dude. I don't know how you sleep.
In the
with
process, sounding like an asshole, right?
Exactly. How do you sleep with yourself at night, keeping poor George Floyd, who just did 4 tours from coming home and pissing all over
that's
home.
Probably like Antifa stronghold right there, man.
No, it is not. But see what I'm saying though? That co-influence of rich white people into the rich white people out here, dude, that's how shit gets changed. That's how things turn purple.
So there was an article in Texas Monthly that said that that's not the case. They said that a lot of people from these blue states are really red conservatives moving to these southern states because
they are initially. They are initially. But
yeah, that was an article in Texas Monthly.
Right. But I would say they are initially, but after a while, shit goes back to blue. Right? I mean, these people may talk about, oh, I want this and that, but once they really start getting it, like when they start getting the open carry that we're going to get here, when they get the you have to go to church every Sunday, are you going to go to jail type shit? When they get that type of conservatism, they start going back. You know what I'm saying?
Back to their home states?
Well, no, they can't no more. They've reinvested. They're somewhere else. So they're just going to have to fix the things where they're at.
Dude, here's one thing that you got to worry about, because this might affect you too.
Oh,
okay. They're thinking about Governor Beto O'Rourke.
Oh, I've already heard about this. Yes.
All right.
All right. I fucking hate Beto. You know what?
Dude,
fuck him.
Would you vote?
No, I would not vote for Beto. No.
Would you vote for Republican? He's a Republican.
No, I wouldn't vote for Republican.
It's either him or Patrick.
Fuck that. You know what? Fuck it. I might move. If I have to decide between those two assholes, fuck this shit. You know what? I don't even want to fucking think about that. That's like a nightmare. That's a fucking nightmare. You know what? I'm sweating right now.
O'Rourke versus Dan Patrick, man.
Oh my God. That's a nightmare. I see myself. This is my nightmare. I see myself in the voting booth and I have to choose between those fucking pendejos. Oh God. I don't know how you know what? That's the worst choice ever. That's worse than fucking
I might come down to that.
Dude, that's worse than fucking Clinton and fucking Trump. There's nothing worse than a Beto O'Rourke versus Dan Patrick ticket. I don't even understand. I'd have to shit on both of them. I'd be the worst.
You just take a shit in the voting booth and walk out.
Exactly. And just leave it with like a flag. This is what I think of your election. I'm gonna shit all over it. Dude, no. Oh my God. No, I don't want that to happen. I think you're right though.
Yeah. I think it might happen. I think that's where it's going.
I think you're right. I think you're so right.
Well, you're gonna have to vote for Dan Patrick. Sorry about that.
No, I'm not gonna vote for fucking Dan Patrick. Fuck that. No. I'd rather vote for a wart on someone's ass than either one of those fucking guys. You know
what we should do if that ever happens? You should definitely we should enter Benjamin.
Oh yeah, right.
Or at least
we're gonna pay. You know what? We're gonna pay his fee to run, and we're gonna go with this one.
Dude, that'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be awesome. Imagine Ben gets fucking governor of Texas. That would be the sweetest thing ever. We would go so corrupt. How long would it last? How long will we stay cool? I would say like probably a good week. After the first week, when we start getting like the checks and stuff, we're gonna be like, you know, Ben, maybe we should build that bridge over there. I think it's a good idea, you know? And oh my God, bro.
Hey, this PBM wanted more control over the state Medicaid program. Nah, fuck it. Let them have it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, they left me this really cool briefcase that was definitely not stacked with cash. So, I mean, yeah, bro, it'd be bad. I don't know.
Nice.
Man. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I guess we'll really find out what do you say, about 5 years?
What, the governorship?
Yeah. See if this really happens. Because what's his name has 3 more years, right? Or no?
I hope so. I hope so.
He was just reelected in 20. Yeah. He's still. We won't find out for a while.
Oh, nice. Oh, thank God.
Dan Patrick, the battle of the douches. Literally, it's the 2 biggest douchebags in the world. It's a fucking okay, look, and some people can get mad at me for this and they can get whatever, but Beto O'Rourke's a fucking poser. Like his name, his real name's not Beto, guys. It's not Beto. It's like Jim O'Malley or some shit like that. And I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. I'm sorry. It's just so stupid. I hate that man. Fucking hate him. And then Dan Patrick, he's the biggest douchebag known to mankind. If Dan Patrick's elected, we will never legalize marijuana. We won't. You know what? He'll probably outlaw sex in this state. So I don't know how to do this. If Beto O'Rourke gets elected, he's just gonna sit there and he's gonna be so shocked that he won. He's not even gonna be able to handle it. He's just gonna like, oh God. Could you imagine Governor Beto O'Rourke?
Oh, fuck no, man.
What would he do? You know what? Oh my God, he would piss me off so bad. He'll like walk into the governor mansion, like dressed in like a outfit that like mariachi wears. And he's gonna just sit down at the desk with the really, really big sombrero and just sit there and say, Beto. I mean, dude.
Or he's gonna show up and he's never gonna wear like his sleeves all the way down. It's always gonna be like all the way to his elbow.
Hey, I do that too. Okay, hold on a second.
But he does it as I don't know.
I'm a working man.
I'm a working man. Yeah.
Oh God.
Everybody knows that if you want to meet the working man, you go to your local country club, you play around the golf.
God, man.
And you really get to know some people like that.
I hate that fucking guy. I hate him so much. And him and Dan Patrick, it literally is just 2 douchebags from the same box. It's just horrible.
Yeah, that's true.
They're horrible. You know what?
True.
If a fucking if you found a possum to run that year, it would get like 20% of the vote. It'd get 20%. People are just, you know what? Fuck it. I just don't want to, I can't do this.
No, maybe it's a great time for libertarian candidates to go in there.
It'd be good. Dude, like I said, a possum, you could run a bowl of stew. it would get like 15%. Like, oh my god!
Just put a bowl of stew in the
Exactly.
podium
And like
during debate.
every time it talks, just like keep it hot so it has the steam rising off of it. It'd be the greatest fucking political candidate ever. Could you imagine that shit?
Bowl of stew. What do you think about this? It's just smoking.
How do you think those debates would be between fucking Beto O'Rourke and fucking and Dan Patrick?
It would just be the same thing.
It'd be
It
ridiculous.
would be the same damn thing. I mean, they'd be saying things the same way, except
exactly, but just opposite.
saying different things. Yeah,
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 they
that's
would say the same thing. Like he would say red, and like Dan Patrick would say blue.
It's
It'd
like
be-
that episode of The
it'd be like that
Simpsons
for
where like the two aliens run. And one of them ends up winning, but everyone turns into slaves, and they're
I
like,
know,
"Well, I
exactly.
voted for the other one." Like, no, it's the same thing.
No, dude, that's what I'm telling you. Oh my god, it would be
Yeah.
so bad. It would be the worst. Whoever would be crowned, it would be like the shit bowl. Whoever was crowned would just be the worst governor ever.
The tank bowl. I get that.
Oh, that'd be horrible. So I don't know.
Man, I
No.
think we hit all of our points for
We
this
really
for
did.
this half.
We worked it up. We did work it up.
Wow.
All right, not bad. Well, I guess we'll kind of break for take a little break and then see where we're at with some party in the back, maybe. Or
All right.
we're gonna go to sleep. One of those. Anyways, cool.
Enjoy the tunes of Mike Tacklebox.
Yeah, and then
And
just
during the break.
and then just make sure Ben stops playing Confederacy music. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, no Confederacy music here. Well, not too loud.
Oh God, I knew it.
And we're back.
Yeah, and this is the party in the back, guys. So we're gonna get a little kooky and wild in here. And you know what didn't get kooky and wild, or actually much love at all, were the Oscars this year, right?
Oh man.
Did they get
The
any love this year?
Oscars.
How did that go? So we're kind of fucking around the break like we normally do, and you were mentioning some numbers, and I think people need to hear about this.
Yeah. So the Oscars have been steadily declining since 2014. You know, they went from like 40 million viewers, and they've been going down, you know, the 30s over the years. And then last year and the year before, they were probably in the 25, 23 million viewers respectively. I think last year was 23 million viewers. This year, it just dipped down to 9 million viewers. 9. It skipped the teens. 9
That's
million
awesome.
viewers this year from 23 million last year. What happened?
I know what happened.
What?
I know what happened. Someone, apparently, someone should have vaccinated more people. I think what happened is we all know what's going on at the Oscars, right? And also, well, there's two things. First, there were no fucking movies last year, right? You know,
Yeah.
except for some weird foreign films, which always win anyways now. No one, you know. Second, the Oscars suck, right? They're stupid. There's movies I've never even heard of once that win Oscars, and not like in like categories of like, you know, brand new film that was, you know, I don't know, filmed in Bangladesh on a Wednesday, which, you know what I'm saying? Like they have so many awards now, but on like a major category, like Best Picture goes to She Who Flops in the Moonlight, you know, directed by John Peterson. You're like, what? When did that movie
And
come
it's
out?
like some swan and some lady walking in a lake. You're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Like for 2 hours, right? It's 2 hours of this lady and a swan walking around the lake. And they're just like, don't you see the beauty? It's like, what? I mean, it's
Like,
a
what
nice
was-
day.
What was Batman versus Superman, man? What the fuck?
Exactly. Anything. Where
Zack Snyder should have won the award for that.
Where's fucking Rick and Morty? Season 4. Instead, you're trying to tell me that the two fucking like the lady following the swan for 2 hours around the lake are, or some like, and I'm not trying to just beat on this, but or some just social justice warrior movie that had like had like 15 characters, each one of them a different race and sexuality preference, that all got together on an island and figured out that they were really the same thing. It's some stupid movie like that basically is.
Isn't that Lost? Yeah, that was Lost.
They're in purgatory. It was purgatory. They all died in the fucking airplane. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what the Oscars have become, right? They're just stupid now. They're dumb. Who wants to hear that dog shit?
All right, so like, I remember when I was a kid, we would actually look forward to the Oscars.
Really?
Because we wanted to be reminded of the movies we saw, as kids.
True.
I mean,
true.
The action movies, and you wanted to see your favorite actor. Oh, that's the guy that came out in Big. That kind of thing. So
is that your favorite actor?
It was, until he got all woke and shit.
Oh my god, dude! Tom Hanks is the man. He can be whatever he wants.
Well, don't travel with him.
Yeah, no, definitely.
He's a cool dude. Just don't travel with him, man.
Don't travel with him.
He doesn't have a good track record. He gets
and then be careful.
He gets hijacked by pirates and stuck in the sea. And
did you hear what his son did?
No, what's that?
Oh my god, his son is awesome. So his son's like kind of he's a white guy, but he does like hip hop. And he like one time he did like a full like Rasta thing, like kind of I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right, but like a full like kind of like a Jamaican like he started speaking Pashtun, right? Like talking like that. So this dude's like kind of an interesting character. Well, he starts this Instagram video. He's like, you know what, guys? I'm ready for this summer. This is gonna be a white boy summer.
Oh boy.
No, that's how he starts. Wow. And he goes, not like KKK or racist type thing, just he said like Frasier, like a good white boy summer.
Like Frasier.
Yeah, kind of. Or said some stupid shit
was
like
he high?
that.
Yeah, sounds like he was high or something.
It was awesome. Well, guess what? Not only did he do that, but he had merchandise immediately available on his website to purchase that said white boy summer. Like he planned this whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Dude, poor Tom. So you wonder why Tom Hanks has gone through he just had to go through that. His child.
Wow.
White boy summer. So nonetheless.
And he spent money on merchandise on that stuff.
Oh, bro. You can buy t-shirts right now. Look it up. I'm almost tempted to buy some just because it's awesome. But
well anyway, so back to the Oscars. Yeah. No, it's terrible, man. No one's watching it. No, I mean, they're not going by the best movie anymore. Now they're checking off boxes, woke boxes.
Oh yeah,
that's who has the most diverse cast. Okay, what's the quota? What's the quota? Have we met the quota for black people who've won for awards versus white now?
Well,
I mean, there was one year where the Oscars,
last year.
Was it last year where they were mostly white directors or whatever?
No. It was the year before. So 2 years ago.
Okay. 2 years ago was all that. Yes. And the hashtag came out, Oscar so white. So rather than to ignore it and just go with the best movie or whatever, they fill up quotas. Now they have quotas.
Oh, I feel you, dude. And I'm not
it's
trying
not
to
real
hate.
anymore.
I feel you. Like, and I'm going on another tangent, but I love sci-fi books.
Yeah.
Right. I love sci-fi. Love it. But now every single protagonist is just like changed. It's not just a guy or a girl now. It's like there's one series where it's like, and nothing wrong with this, but all the protagonist is like a lesbian vampire.
Oh.
It's just like, well, why did she have to be what I'm saying? Why there's things that they're doing
sci-fi.
to all these protagonists, right? And they're just like, well, no. I just want the guy that kills everybody. Or the girl or whoever it is that outsmarts the whole system. Really, we got to start interjecting that. Like, how does that work out?
It's sci-fi. Is everybody in the universe
gay
sexuality?
Vampires? Like how would that even happen? Like, why do you even have to care? Like, there's you never saw like, movies say that, like, okay, what was that dumb movie with Martin Lawrence and what's his name? Will Smith. Bad Boys.
Bad Boys,
right?
yeah.
You never really ask like, are you a homosexual cop? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what? Like, I don't know. It's just
you
too
never
much
really
of the
ask
story.
if. Okay, for example, I know what you mean. Like, you can have a good story without mentioning race or sexuality or any
Exactly.
kind of demographic.
Yeah, you
I
just
guess to
enjoy the
relate.
story.
You
Yeah,
enjoy the story, yeah.
exactly.
I
And
don't.
now,
I don't get that either. Like you mentioned, Bad Boys. It was an awesome movie.
great movie.
Okay, it was a
Fucking
great
awesome.
movie.
Loved it.
It didn't matter that the characters were black or anything. They were
No.
great actors. They were funny.
It's good.
The story was great.
Yeah.
You know,
I
that's
mean,
it. You didn't have to make a point.
exactly.
You didn't have to have some social justice message in the movie to make it great.
Yeah. I mean, you know what movie may actually be kind of canceled is Rush Hour. There was a lot of like, whoa, there was a lot of like between the two cultures. I mean, I'm not going to repeat, but that one part where like, Jackie Chan says they're saying words and stuff, and you're just like, oh boy, like, would that be allowed even now? But see, that's what made things better, right? Was that you could parody things, you could have fun, even though it was risque. It was still better than what it does now. But yeah, the new movies are so fucking woke, and they suck. They suck, just like Saturday Night Live sucks. The same type of shit. It just sucks. No one wants to be racy at all.
I always thought that during the Trump years, all these late night shows and comedians and everything, they went after Trump. Yeah, he had his faults or whatever, but they never talked about anything else.
Because it was
I
easy.
think it was easy and it was safe, and they didn't want to touch other stuff. They didn't want to be risked. They didn't want to be canceled. Oh, so and so made a joke about something, and now I'm gonna cancel him.
Right. That was the crazy part, was the people that were doing all the canceling. I mean, especially over the fact that like just imagine being canceled for your political beliefs. That's what a lot of it was, right? I mean,
yeah.
So now with this whole wokeness, it's just crazy. So like the crazy part for me is, in my opinion, is just like how small of the audience the woke people really are and how much influence they garner. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. So anyways, Oscars fucking suck. I'm glad. I really hope that they don't have it anymore.
Yeah, they should just make it online.
Yeah, or even who cares? It's like, oh, we're a bunch of rich people doing rich people things.
And we're gonna lecture you.
Oh, that's the worst. I mean, last time when what's his name caused that smug alert. You ever seen that?
No.
From South Park. So George Clooney's giving his speech, and so okay, so Kenny, was it Kenny? Yeah, Kenny moves. No. Kyle. Kyle moves to San Francisco.
Okay.
And so during this time frame, like San Francisco, this was the electric car episode. So everyone got electric cars and trying to do stuff for the environment. And so San Francisco has what was called a smog cloud, because they just are so high.
It's so smog. It's smug.
Well, Colorado started doing like San Francisco, and they developed a smog cloud. And then the speech from George Clooney for the Oscars developed its own little small smug cloud, and basically they got together and they wiped the city of San Francisco off the map. But that's what I was saying, like,
yeah,
like the smugness. It's smug, dude. It's all bullshit. It's just like, oh my god, I'm so, and then they talk with their eyes closed because what they're saying is almost like so special.
Well, what the thing is, like, right as they were lecturing in America about political things, how we're all bad, we're all racist, and we should be better people, and this and that. Right before that happened, they cleared out an entire encampment of homeless people for that damn show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So LA, it's all one homeless encampment now. Okay.
Oh,
that includes the Kodak Theater. the whole thing is now homeless encampment. Well, they cleared it out to have this award show. That's crazy. Then they went to this award show and they told us how bad people we are. So anyway,
I think that's funny. Well, you know what? That is the hypocrisy of Hollywood, and like even me being a more of the liberal component of this whole thing, I really find what they say for the most part to be stupid, right? It's just as fucking dumb. It's just half the shit they say makes no sense. And then you can tell they're all virtue signaling, right? They're all they don't even believe in what they're saying, right? They're millionaires who are trying to say, oh, I want to be poor. Well, then give your money away, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's just
but not really.
No, not really. It's like, hey, he knows. But yeah, so in the end, like, yeah, I think the Oscars can suck a big fat.
Well, you also have, a changing demographic. You have, okay, Gen X never really cared about the Oscars except when they were kids like me.
Right.
But you have millennials and Gen Zs coming up, and they don't give a fuck about the Oscars, man. I mean,
man. You know what? It's YouTube.
They don't.
It's
YouTube.
They don't have enough attention span to like actually watch long form films. I think the long form film may go the way of the dodo, man. If you watch little kids now, I mean, they can't concentrate on anything for very long. They're back on their phone. They're playing, you know what I'm saying? They're doing something else. Hell, the crazy thing is, and I don't know if your kids do this, but my kids have done this forever, is they like having multiple things at one time. Like they kind of grew up multitasking. Like I remember before, my daughter now, she'll keep the TV on. She'll want to have the TV on whatever she wants to watch. She'll have an iPad that has another show she wants to watch.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
No way.
Dude, and you know what? If you change one of the TVs, she's like, what are you doing? I said, no, you're already watching one. Daddy's going to watch this show. No, she'll start crying, dude. You know what I'm saying? So these attention spans, and I guess is a kind of just, technology, the attention span's not there no more. Dude, the long form movie's done.
All right, so I do it a little differently. So my wife and I agreed not to let the kids watch television.
Oh my God.
And so the only time we let them watch television is when we seriously just want a minute of fucking peace. All right.
Well, that's when everyone makes their kid watch television.
Yeah, exactly. But we don't do it for more than 30 minutes or more than 15 minutes. So throughout the whole day, they must be up, I don't know, 16 hours a day or maybe less, 12 hours a day.
No, dude,
12 hours a day probably.
No, you need
they nap.
They need to sleep more, bro. They need to sleep more.
No. Okay, adults is 16 hours a day. I think they're up for maybe 12 hours a day because it's like a 4-hour nap and then 8 hours sleep.
I was gonna say, man, you're trying to like slave those poor kids. Yeah, I got you.
10 to 12 hours. So out of those 10 to 12 hours, you probably get about 30 minutes to an hour.
Right.
That's
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I get a lot more than that. But see, I guess I also do something else with my kids though. Like when I have them, I make sure they're outside and they play for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
they can do stuff.
That's important.
So I make them run around and they get tired and sweaty. Then I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you did. You already played. You got your wiggles out. Chill out. And then we just chill out. And then we watch Rick and Morty. So I mean, like,
nice.
This is what we do, man. We just watch Rick and Morty. But yeah, so. Anyways, I think the Oscars on its way out. I mean, it'd be awesome. I would just love for it just to see, like when the last Oscars they hold is like it's like in like the back room of a liquor store because no one really gives a shit. I would love that. I just want to see the demise of that shit. It'd be awesome. Like, and the award goes to, hey, can you move over? I need to get to that Chardonnay over there. Okay.
No, it's gonna be held in like, there's a little room between the men's and the women's toilets, restrooms.
You just hear like farts on both sides.
And flushing.
Right. And the award for what's the
awesome,
best?
Man.
The best. The next person who's gonna present is like kind of standing by the stall, just like this is horrible. And they keep like flashing, like like some hip directors like trying to like flash it to make it all dramatic. That'd be the greatest Oscars ever, man.
You know what I do want to see come back though?
What?
The Victoria's Secret fashion show. That was actually pretty fucking cool.
It is back, isn't it?
No, it's not. Is
really?
it?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Didn't they cancel it?
No.
Because of this woke shit?
No.
Oh, you're objectifying women. You're only getting skinny women to advertise your lingerie. Well, who else is supposed to advertise it?
That's not very nice. Dude.
What?
It's gotta love everyone, bro.
I do. But on TV, I want to see hot girls wearing lingerie.
There it goes.
With their angel wings, walking towards me because I have my 70-inch 4K television.
And your dick's out. And your dick is
My
out.
dick's out. And they're walking towards me. And I'm like, come on, baby.
Yeah. And your
then
TV's
they turn
all
around.
stained. Your TV's all stained. That's your specialty.
I got my sock and lotion ready.
Not even a sock. You just cover the screen with like saran wrap every time because you know what's going to happen. Di knows that's your special day.
She just leaves the house.
room. She just like slides water under the door so you can stay hydrated.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to see
About
that
the next day, I'll just all like, your hair's all messed up.
I'm thirsty, man. What the hell?
Lost like 16 pounds. You're like, everything's great. It's great. The new support bra is really nice. I think you should check those out.
My right sleeve's a little tighter than my left. What's up with that?
I know. Well, why is my arm so big on this side? Oh, hey, honey. She like, oh my god.
I know. I want to see that one come back.
Oh boy. You know,
maybe it is. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I haven't kept up with it.
I thought I saw them walking down the runway the other day. Maybe it's from a previous show. Who knows?
Maybe.
It's like
it actually had really cool shows like Lady Gaga, American Rejects would play.
Bro,
Maroon 5.
When's the last time you listened to Lady Gaga voluntarily?
You know what? I went to one of her concerts. My wife dragged me there.
Oh my god, you went to a Lady Gaga concert?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know,
awesome.
dude. Hey, I mean, it was better than Taylor Swift. I'll tell you that.
I don't know, dude. Taylor Swift kind of rocks it. You know? She brings down the house. You know.
Yeah, she's all right.
Actually, you know what? Lady Gaga did a tour with what's his name? Old school Italian singer.
John Legend.
Tony Bennett.
What?
Yeah, they did a tour together.
I watched Tony Bennett.
She sang kind of, I guess, almost a female component to his music.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, her and Tony, they have an album, I think. Yeah, she loved Tony Bennett. She loved Tony Bennett.
Yeah, I'd watch Tony Bennett too.
Yeah. Well, no, but imagine that and like Lady Gaga singing in like that old kind of school stuff.
My wife jacked me to this pop stuff. Okay, so we went to go see Britney Spears in Vegas.
What the fuck is going on with you,
dude?
What is happening?
Do you know what? How many concerts I've actually gone to see that I wanted to see? 2.
Who are they?
Guns N' Roses at the NRG.
Nice.
And Motley Crue at Toyota Center.
That must have rocked.
That was fucking cool,
feel
dude.
good. Dude,
yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
Tommy Lee was like rocking the drums and he was on his roller coaster. It was fucking cool.
Hey, as long as you didn't get sweat on him because you get hepatitis C.
Oh shit!
You'd be like,
thank God I was like,
Tommy, you gotta stop riding that roller coaster around the building, man.
Yeah, man, you're waiting everybody
popping for C everywhere.
Imagine you're taking like some Hep C drug and they're like, "Where'd you get it from, Tommy Lee?"
Tommy Lee. Oh, he gives it to everyone. I mean, just last week they had like the Tommy
damn
Lee
roller
special.
coaster, man.
I don't think they just gotta stop doing this. There's like what's it called? There's like a scatter graph of when infections happen during his concerts. It's just as soon as he gets on the roller coaster, just shoots right up. But yeah, dude.
Yeah, but wow. I've seen more
so a whole bunch of pop concerts. That's
yeah,
cute.
I know, man.
That's really cute.
I know, it's weird.
I'm glad that you're enjoying that.
To be fair, I took my brother's kids also to go watch Taylor Swift because they were like big fans or whatever, you know.
Oh, you went to Taylor Swift too?
Yes, I told you. I'm telling you, I went to go see Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, John Legend. You know, one fucking good song, dude. Towards the end,
John Legend.
I fell asleep through it.
I could deal with John Legend.
No,
the rest of them that you mentioned were horrible. Don't lie. You were crying. He moved your spirit. Just sing the fucking song so we can go. That's what I yelled. Hey, who wants an encore? Not me, motherfucker. I want to go home. Okay, you guys have a good night. You for every single one of them. Sit down, mother. Stop clapping. That's called a chorus.
That's exactly what it was like, man.
Every single time, stop clapping. You start smacking people. You fucking clap one more time. I swear. They're like, hey, you guys want us to come out? No.
No. Sing your fucking songs so we can go.
I know. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so awesome. Yeah, you must have scarred those poor children. Yeah. Yeah. Dude.
Anyway, that's what happened. That's before COVID. That was my life before going to concerts and shit. So it was all right.
Oh my god. So yeah. So here we go. Yeah. It was a pretty fun one.
Yeah, I think so, dude. I gotta get up early for work tomorrow.
I think we all do. But so that being said, I think Ben will probably plug everything and then tell you a story about how one time he was stuck in the alleyway and a cat came and let him out of the alleyway. But that was before he figured out that his car ran out of gas. So
And
that
then
will
he's gonna
probably
tell you
be...
what that means in the realm of his life. What the universe tried to tell him at the same time.
all the while. That's so awesome. Oh my god. And then this is that's right before he guest stars on another podcast.
Now, if he were to tell us that story while he was on shrooms, then it would be completely different.
That'd be the greatest story ever.
Yes. If
that
he
would
said,
be like Goonies.
I took shrooms and then a cat came to help me, fix my car. I'd be like, whoa, tell me more about that.
Whoa, what'd the cat do? Did he change your oil? But no, that's not what's gonna happen though. It's like
probably not.
This would be the greatest story ever. And then the cat told me I had 9 lives, man. It was great. He said, what do you need brakes for? You don't need brakes.
So I took him off and it took off.
You don't need brakes. He took him off. He seemed like a hammer hitting his brakes on his car. He's like, it's fine.
Man, shrooms are one hell of a drug, man.
This is amazing. Oh my god, I can't stop my car. That mechanic sucked.
It was a cat.
That stupid cat. It sucks. Why did it do that? Oh my god, that's the greatest thing I ever heard, man. Because that couldn't stop. Why would I have a cat take out my brakes?
Cat took out my brakes.
That's so awesome. Oh shit. Well, next week we'll have Benjamin back. And we'll hear about how the cat took
He's gonna have to edit this out, man.
It's gonna be awesome. The cat took out his fucking brakes, man. I love it. I can see him, and he thinks it's a cat. What the hell? I can't get on my.
All right.
So Ben will definitely share with you how to get a hold of us, and you guys be careful with mechanics while doing shrooms, and good night.
Good night. See you next week.